Nobody handed you a manual when you turned 60. No instruction booklet, no warning label, no fine print. One day you're unstoppable, staying up late, eating whatever you want, recovering from anything like it's nothing. And the next, you sleep wrong, and your neck files a formal complaint. Welcome to aging, the one subscription nobody asked for, but everybody gets.
Today, we're counting down 8 things about aging that nobody warns you about. From the stuff that's just mildly inconvenient, all the way down to number 1, the one that will genuinely change how you think about the rest of your life.
Some of these will make you laugh. Some will make you nod so hard your neck hurts again. And all of them come with real, practical solutions. Because this channel doesn't do doom and gloom. We do facts with a game plan. Let's count it down.
8 things. Real talk. No sugarcoating. Let's get into it.
Kicking off the countdown at number 8, and trust me, this one hits close to home for almost everyone watching. Your sleep changes, and not in a cute way. You used to sleep like a log, a beautiful, unconscious, drool-on-the-pillow log. Now, you're up at 3 a.m. thinking about something you said at a dinner party in 2009. Here's what's actually happening. Your body's circadian rhythm shifts as you age. Your internal clock literally moves earlier. So you're tired at 9 p.m., wide awake at 4 a.m., and somehow still exhausted by noon. The National Sleep Foundation confirms that older adults experience lighter, shorter sleep cycles. But here's the part nobody tells you. Chasing 8 hours like it's a finish line is the wrong goal. Quality beats quantity every single time. Same bedtime, same wake time. Cool, dark room. Less screen time before bed. That's the formula. Your sleep isn't broken. It's just running a different operating system now. Update your habits to match it.
Weird sleep we can fix with a routine. But number 7? This one sneaks up on you in the middle of a perfectly normal conversation. And it's way more common than you think.
Number 7 on the countdown. And raise your hand if this has happened to you. You walk into a room, you stop, and you have absolutely zero idea why you're there. Or you're mid-sentence, you know exactly what word you want, and it just vanishes. Gone. Like it never existed. First of all, you are not losing your mind. You are experiencing what neuroscientists call age-related cognitive slowing. Your hippocampus, your brain's filing system, retrieves information a little slower than it used to. It's not deleting files. It's just taking longer to find them. Think of it like a computer with 47 browser tabs open. The fix? Keep your brain working. Puzzles, reading, learning something new, social conversation. These activities literally build new neural pathways. Your brain is not done growing, it just needs the right workout. Write things down, use reminders, and stop being embarrassed about it. Even surgeons use checklists.
Your brain isn't failing, it's just asking for better fuel. Keep watching, because number 6 is one nobody sees coming.
Memory quirks are manageable. But number 6, this one is physical, it's sneaky, and it starts happening way earlier than most people realize. You've probably already felt it. Number 6, and this one is equal parts funny and frustrating. Your body starts making noises. Getting off the couch? Sound effect. Walking up the stairs? Full percussion section. Bending down to pick something up? Your spine files a noise complaint with the neighbors. Here's the science. The cartilage between your joints naturally thins over time. Inflammation increases, flexibility decreases, and the American College of Rheumatology reports that over 50% of adults over 65 experience some form of joint discomfort or arthritis. That's not a minority, that's most people. But here's what nobody tells you. Movement is the medicine. Low-impact exercise like walking, swimming, yoga, and water aerobics keeps joints lubricated. Strength training builds the muscle around the joint, so the joint doesn't have to carry all the load alone. And anti-inflammatory foods, salmon, berries, leafy greens, olive oil, actually reduce the inflammation causing the discomfort. Your body isn't falling apart. It's asking you to be more intentional. Answer the call.
Joint noise is annoying, fixable. But number 5, this one is invisible. You can't feel it, you can't see it, and that's exactly what makes it dangerous.
Number 5, and this is where we get serious for a second, because this one doesn't come with warning signs. High blood pressure, high cholesterol, elevated blood sugar, the 3 silent threats that affect millions of seniors, and most of them have no idea. Here's the brutal truth. You cannot feel high blood pressure. You cannot feel high cholesterol. These conditions don't announce themselves. They just quietly increase your risk of heart attack, stroke, and diabetes until something goes wrong. This is why regular checkups aren't a suggestion. They're non-negotiable. Know your numbers. Blood pressure, cholesterol, blood sugar. These are your stats. Own them like an athlete owns their performance data. 30 minutes of moderate cardio 5 days a week. Mostly whole foods, mostly less processed junk, and a doctor's appointment you actually keep. That's the game plan. Simple, unsexy, life-saving.
The silent threats we can monitor. But number 4, this one doesn't show up on any blood test, and it might be the most underestimated health risk on this entire countdown.
Number 4, and we're going somewhere real right now. As you age, your social world changes. Friends move, some pass away, family gets busy, retirement removes the built-in social structure you had for decades, and suddenly, the world gets quieter than it used to be. Here's the stat that stops people cold every single time. A study from Brigham Young University found that chronic loneliness carries the same health risk as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. 15, not a typo. 15 cigarettes worth of damage. From isolation alone. Social disconnection increases the risk of heart disease, cognitive decline, depression, and early mortality. This isn't soft science, this is hard data. But here's the flip side, and this matters. Connection doesn't require a crowd. One meaningful conversation, one weekly phone call, one community class, one volunteer shift, one neighbor you actually talk to. That's enough to move the needle significantly. You don't need to rebuild your 40-year-old social life. You need to stay intentionally connected, even in small, consistent ways.
Connection is medicine. And number 3 is something that's going to completely change how you see yourself, in the best way possible.
Loneliness is real, but so is the solution. Now we're flipping the script. Because number 3 is something aging actually gives you, and it's more powerful than anything you had at 30. Number 3, and this is where the countdown gets good. Because here's something the anti-aging industry doesn't want you to focus on. Getting older comes with a kind of freedom that is genuinely elite. The freedom to stop caring what everyone thinks. Research published in the journal Psychology and Aging found that self-consciousness significantly decreases after age 60. People report caring less about social judgment and more about personal fulfillment. You know which friendships drain you. You know which risks are worth taking. You know that the sale at the department store is never actually a sale. You've earned the right to be direct, to say no without a 3-paragraph explanation, to leave a bad movie at the 20-minute mark without guilt. Young people call it unbothered. You've been living it since before it was a hashtag. This isn't a consolation prize for getting older. This is the reward for surviving everything you've already been through.
Freedom is real, and it's yours. But number 2, this one took decades to build, and it's the thing that separates people who thrive after 60 from everyone else. Don't skip this one.
Number 2 on the countdown, and this one is earned, every single bit of it. Wisdom, experience, the ability to read a room before you even walk into it. Here's what young people don't want to admit. You have receipts. You've survived recessions, heartbreaks, bad haircuts, and at least 3 different diets that were definitely going to change your life. That's not baggage, that's a portfolio. The Harvard Study of Adult Development, one of the longest-running studies on human happiness ever conducted, found that people in their 60s and 70s consistently report higher emotional intelligence and better decision-making than their younger counterparts. You've already made the mistakes. You don't have to make them again. You know what matters. You know what doesn't. You know that most of the things people stress about at 25 are completely irrelevant by 55. That clarity, that perspective, you cannot buy it. You cannot shortcut it. You can only earn it, and you have.
Wisdom is powerful, but number one is the thing that controls everything else on this list. The one factor that research says adds nearly a decade to your life. This is the one you've been waiting for.
Number 1, the top of the countdown. And it's not a supplement. It's not a diet. It's not a medical procedure. It's your mindset. A landmark study from Yale University, led by researcher Dr. Becca Levy, found that people with a positive attitude toward aging lived an average of 7.5 years longer than those with a negative one. Not 7.5 months, 7.5 years. That's more than the benefit of regular exercise, more than quitting smoking, more than almost any single medical intervention ever studied. The way you think about aging literally changes how your body ages. People who see aging as a process of growth, who stay curious, stay connected, stay engaged, don't just feel better, they live longer. The biology backs it up. So here's the final word on this entire countdown. Weird sleep? Manageable. Memory quirks? Fixable. Noisy joints? Workable. Silent health threats? Monitorable. Loneliness? Solvable. Freedom? Yours. Wisdom? Earned. And your mindset? That's the whole game. Every single time.
You just leveled up your thinking. Now hit subscribe because we make content built specifically for you every single week.
If this countdown hit different, drop your number 1 in the comments. Tell me which one surprised you the most. I read every single one. And if someone in your life needs to hear this, share it right now. Seriously, this is the kind of content that changes how people think about the years ahead. New videos every week, built for people who refuse to slow down. Subscribe, stay sharp, and remember, you're not counting down, you're counting up.